Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be checking out a video from Haley Alexis, and she is an American living in Germany, or maybe not, because this title says German habits I still do in the USA since leaving Germany. I didn't know this. Either ways, man, thank you guys for watching this video, and yeah, let me know the backstory if you guys know the backstory about Haley, and yeah, the fact that she's not in Germany. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Without further ado, let's get into this video.
Hi everyone, what is up? My name is Haley. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you did not know, now you do. Hey you guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about things that I still do in the USA since leaving Germany. And I'm going to be making the counterpart to this video coming up, so stay tuned for that. But basically, I'm going to be talking about some German habits that I picked up while living in Germany that I still do in the USA. I feel like this changes frequently, but since I've been back in America for over a year now, crazy for me to say that out loud, I realized that some things have stuck a little bit, like, how do you say, fist off than others. And so with that being said, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and let me know down below in the comment section which one of these points is interesting for you or to you. So the first point that I'm going to be talking about might be a little too vulgar or explicit for some people, and you're more than welcome to fast forward to the next point. But I find this to be hilarious because since leaving Germany, I still wash my ass. And you guys are probably wondering, what the hell are you talking about, Haley? And I think I've talked about this a few times on my channel, but this is something that I feel like will never get old. If I, like, for as long as I make YouTube videos, this is something that I always bring up. And I had a conversation the other day with someone, and I was talking about washing your ass. And I said, well, how do you do it since you don't have a removable shower head? And they're like, what do you mean? I said, like, do you bend down? Do you bend over? Do you do this position? Do you, like, spread things? And they were like, I just let the water, like, fall over my body. And I was like, is that clean? Is that hygienic? In Germany, I think like 90% of the bathrooms that I've ever been in that have showers, they have removable shower heads. In the US, most of the bathrooms that we have do not have removable shower heads. Apartment that we're in right now, both bathrooms do not have removable shower heads. We're also not allowed to alter them, so they are what they are. But best believe I have my methods and I have my ways to clean myself here. And it's just being able to get the areas in your body that you wouldn't be able to touch, or not even touch, that you wouldn't be able to reach from this one little thing coming out of the wall. And this is probably how the people feel that have bidets and use bidets. When people are like, no, I don't use a bidet, and they're like, ugh, what are you talking about? And me, I'm like, do you wash your butthole? And so maybe that's how people feel with bidets, but nonetheless, still do that here, even after all this time of not being in Germany. The next thing that I do, which I was cracking up because Mike was making fun of me because I hate doing this, hated doing this in Germany. I still hate it in the USA, but I do it. And it's squeegeeing the glass of the bathroom. So in my bathroom, the shower has a big old glass door, a big old glass area, and in order to keep it streak free, I use my little squeegee. I even have my squeegee in the shower with me so I can squeegee it. And this is just a habit that I picked up from living in Germany because
I ain't doing that shit for nothing. I ain't doing that shit for nothing. Hold on, let me see. There's a thing known as a magic eraser. I don't know if Haley knows this, but it's something that you can find in the United States, because that's how I know about a magic eraser. I've not seen it since leaving or being in Finland, I should say. So what I will say is this. There's a thing known as a magic eraser, and it removes all the water, you know, boom, 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 from the glass door. So that is likely what I would use, but I'd only do that when I'm cleaning the bathroom, honestly. But yeah, I could never see myself doing that. No, never, ever, ever, ever. I don't know. No, just no. I don't know. I like a clean environment. I do, but the idea of doing that it just doesn't sit well with me, because like, you're gonna use the shower again. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot of work to me, and I do work hard, so that's crazy.
Keep it streak free, I use my little squeegee. I even have my squeegee in the shower with me so I can squeegee it. And this is just a habit that I picked up from living in Germany because you want to get rid of, I think it's like lime and kalk or limestone. You don't want stuff to get all cloudy and foggy and have streaks on it because the water is very harsh. It's very hard, has a lot of minerals compared to us in the USA, what we're used to. And so if you let it sit on stuff too long, I've seen it like form actual crust on things, but people do it because they don't want stuff to look dirty. I personally just believe that I will never get over this point. It's something that has become ingrained in me so deeply because I would get yelled at by everybody that I lived with in Germany. My host family, they'd be like, Haley, do not forget to squeegee the glass. And I would hate doing it. Then when Mike and I lived together, he'd be like, Haley, squeegee the glass. And then other people, they'd be like, squeegee the glass. And I'd be like, I don't want to squeegee the glass. It frustrated me so much that now...
I mean, I think I understand the perspective a little bit better now. It's kind of because of the minerals, like she said. So that's understandable. If it's going to cause a more severe thing down the road, you're better off handling it right now, even though it's annoying, like she said.
After all of that, like, nick, nagging that people did, I now do it in the USA. I know that people do squeegee in the USA. I've seen it before, but the majority of people I know that have showers like mine do not squeegee. The next point to sort of piggyback off of this has to deal with wiping down the metal. And this is another habit that I haven't been able to shake, and it's just repetition and automatic because I did it so many times in Germany. But it's because the same reason the water is so harsh in Germany compared to the USA that you will have to wipe down the metal to not get it to streak, to not have little water spots on it or little limestone spots on it. So you usually wipe the metal down when you're done showering. Some people, not everyone. And so now a lot of times when I'm done showering, I will wipe off the shower head because that's a metal piece, and I will wipe off the handle of the shower, even though it's not really necessary. Mike's mom, he came to visit, or she came to visit actually, which is pretty funny. And she brought her own little towel to wipe down the metal in the bathroom. And I was like, this is so funny. And I was like, I have to talk about this. So here.
This is what you call culture. Like this is what I would consider culture. Like a lot of people talk about culture, and you know, a lot of people will like try to force culture in a more of a toxic way, you know, involving all sorts of differences, gender, ethnicity, so on and so forth. But this right here is real culture. And why do I say it's real culture? Because only Germans would understand this, because I would never imagine there's people doing wiping the faucets and stuff like that. I would never imagine that. So to actually hear that, it's like, whoa, what the hell? So that is culture.
We are. I technically do it still in my bathroom. Mike does not do it in his bathroom. And so we're gonna have to talk about that, Mike. If you're watching this video, you need to clean your metal. The next thing that I have to do in the USA since leaving Germany is an interesting thing for me to talk about because it has to deal with the medical field, and it's that I still have to wait for a doctor's appointment. And this really doesn't fit in this video, but I wanted to include it because a lot of people, I've realized in the comment section, have a misconception of doctor's appointments and the medical system in the USA. And it's so interesting for me because I'm studying in the medical field right now. I'm working in the medical field right now. I'm practicing in the medical field right now. And people that have never lived in the USA, have never studied medicine in any capacity, have never worked in USA healthcare, have so many opinions about something they do not know. And it's people thinking that if you come to the USA and if you pay privately or out of pocket, that you won't have to wait for a doctor's appointment. And you still have to do that here. I could take all the money in the world that I have, which is not much, but I could take all of my money, go to a doctor and say that I want an appointment, I am paying you out of pocket. And if they are busy, they're gonna look at you or me and they're gonna say, okay, I have something available in November. It's July right now, but the only availability I have is in November. I think it's very interesting that a lot of people, they say in Germany, you have to wait forever for a doctor's appointment. That wasn't the case for me, usually dependent on how specialized your care is, you probably are going to have to wait longer than other specialties, but that is the same in the USA. And so since leaving Germany, I'm having to do that in the USA as well. So it's become like a habit that I'm so used to that if someone says, oh, you have to wait 2 months for this, oh, you have to wait 1 week for this, I'm used to it in the USA because it's something that I did in Germany as well. And even if I
I
have
mean, all across the board, a lot of people may not know this, but money doesn't really get you what you want. I don't know how to say this in the most respectful way. However, connections is what gets you what you want, not money. So you could be wealthy, but you'll never get to play in the NBA, right? Only a few people will ever play in the NBA. It's very, very, very slim. However, you could know someone in the NBA and become an NBA player. Just like, for example, if your dad is LeBron James, you get into the NBA easier, right? Your chances are amplified. So it's about who you know, not about what you have. That's what, that's how it is all over this world. So she's nothing but right. It is true in certain places or certain situation scenarios, you do have to wait. Not because you're paying money means that you're going to get what you want immediately.
money, I'm still not able to wiggle my way into an appointment. That's just something that I wanted to include because it's been bothering me that how many people have been saying the same thing. And I'm like, did someone post my video in like a forum, or is someone paying a bot to to post the same comment? Because it cannot be that so many misinformed people are coming up under my videos saying the same schmarrn and the same bullshit over and over again. So moving on to the next point, do not call me on my days off. And this is something that had to be implemented at work, y'all, because you get that nice little ring, ring, ring. What are you doing when you're not scheduled for the day? And you have to say, honey, no, it's not happening. And it got to a point where people would know not even to text me and not even to call me. If I'm not scheduled to work and I prior have said that I don't want to do X, Y, and Z, I'm not going to do it. And so for me, this was instilled in the beginning of my work journey in Germany. This started when I was an au pair. They were so adamant about me taking time off, not working on my days off, unless, I wanted to and I was around these people. This was instilled in me in the beginning when I was a nanny, when I worked in kindergartens, all of these things. It was told to me over and over again, we're not going to call you, we're not going to bother you on your day off. And 9 times out of 10, they would not. And I just became so accustomed to this, so used to this, that now when someone does it in the USA, I sort of feel insulted, even though I know it's so normal here that it's not insulting for people. But I am so taken aback that people would have the audacity.
U.S. citizen, you can vote from here, and even here.
To call me on my day off, to even question if I want to go to work. If I wanted to go to work, I would go on the schedule and schedule myself. I would reach out to you and ask you if you needed me to work. I don't need you calling me, begging me, saying that we're a family and we need to stick together. Screw you guys. I've worked. I am.
No, it's real life though. It's real life though. It's real life. Exactly what she's saying. And I think not just Germany, but any country in Europe or any country that actually takes these things very seriously, the fact that they're not going to spam on you and spaz you out and just nag you and ask you if you want to pull up to work, it's gonna really change your perspective, and you're not gonna be very appreciative of people calling you at all. And like she said, it's the truth. This is very much the norm in the United States. So it's not like people are just being, rude. It's just that it's a norm. It's a culture. It's the way of life. You know what I mean? So you get called on your day off and shit like that. And, can you check in? Can you come in? Like, are you available? Shit like that. So yeah, not a bad thing, but it's a bad thing.
And y'all don't need any more of my time. You have enough of my time already. I know at some point it's going to change. I know that the work system here in the USA is going to break me down, but for the time being, in the past year of my life, it's been just like this. So the last and final thing that I still do in the USA since leaving Germany has to deal with going to the grocery store. The lady at our Publix told us that we are the people she sees the most, even though recently we've been switching over to Aldi because they are a little cheaper for certain items and you buy them in bulk. And so we haven't been going as frequently as we used to in the past, but still compared to the average American, that I know people that sometimes only go grocery shopping once a month or once every 3 to 4 weeks. And for me, it's looking like a strong twice a week, maybe once a week. That's really pushing it for me. Once.
I can't lie to you. That's the same shit I be on right now, bro. Like on the rail, like once a week is not bad for me. However, like when I go to the store, right? You guys know I live in Finland now, so when I go to the store, it's like the most shocking thing. Okay, let me give you just a brief understanding of where I'm headed. So in the United States, I don't know if she will mention this, but in the United States, you'll often go to a store, right? Let's say, for example, Walmart, right? You go to the store and people have trolleys, right? They're pushing them, right? And it's stacked up to the top. You know what I mean? And when I'm in Finland, people rarely use those. They use the little baskets, and I was gonna say the B word, and them things is still not full, right? And I'm like, dude, like, what are you guys doing? Like, stack up. Like, we not stacking up? Like, I go in the store, I'm buying 5, 4, 6 pack of chicken, bruh. Like, dead ass. Like, you ain't seeing me again, right? So yeah, this is real life. It's not just Germany that people just buy, groceries in a more frequent manner, which is healthy. It's really healthy to do that, but it's wild. It's wild seeing it.
That I know people that sometimes only go grocery shopping once a month or once every 3 to 4 weeks. And for me, it's looking like a strong twice a week, maybe once a week. That's really pushing it for me, once a week to go to the grocery store. And when I tell people that I go grocery shopping sometimes 2 to 3 times a week, they're like, oh my gosh, I could never. But for me, I love going grocery shopping. I love cooking. I love making fresh meals. And so I think that's why I like it so much, but unfortunately, due to the prices, we still bulk buy a little bit more frequently now than we used to, but we're still going, I would say, more than the average American, less than the average German. And I just find this to be interesting because sometimes I don't even know what I want to eat till the day of. For me, I don't know how Americans can buy a month in advance for what they want to eat because my attitude and my preferences change daily. I'll be like, oh, today I want chicken. Today I want steak. Today I just want vegetables. Today I just want a salad. And a lot of times I don't want those things sitting a month in the refrigerator. And also, if things can sit a month in the refrigerator without going bad, especially vegetables, I don't know if they're good for you. That's what I always tell people. If something is sitting in your refrigerator that's supposed to be fresh and it lasts like 1 or 2 months, I don't want to eat it. Don't give it to me. And so, I don't know. Those are, I feel like, relatively easy things that I have or that I keep doing since leaving Germany. I feel like the counter video I do for this one might be a little bit more interesting and it might ruffle a few more feathers, but nonetheless, thank you so much for watching, you guys. And if you were
we finna see. But nah, the last point was like top dog point, bro. Like top dog. Like I think the last point was probably the most powerful. The last two, because of the day off situation. That one was powerful, but this one with the grocery shopping was really, really, really powerful. Like I cannot stress to you how different grocery shopping in Europe and the United States is. I'm out of here. Peace.